Alright, so in this video I'm going to be talking about a little bit of, I guess how to win more gunfights, and for myself, I used to rush. I used to rush a lot in this game, and it's just not going to work, and I feel like a lot of people have the same problem. So I thought that's going to be a good idea to kind of, give my thoughts on how I play this game, and hopefully it also works out for you as well. So yeah, let's begin, and hope you enjoy. Alright, so the first tip that I have for you guys is that, as cheesy as it sounds, and painful probably for some, is that you have to camp, right? So you have to camp, but not really camp on, like, a total bench per se. So you want to camp smart. You really don't want to rush out to the enemy team as you normally would in other Call of Duties. Like within Black Ops 3, I would just rush all I wanted. You guys can see that this guy is just right behind the corner. There's no way you can literally just rush at him like that, and that was just an unfortunate case right there. But yeah, as you guys can see, especially in Team Deathmatch, people just camp. People camp for the most part of their game, and this is not something that you guys want to just rush out into. So as you guys can see, there's another guy right up there, who was camping. So what is the solution to these campers? The one that I figured out is that you need to camp back just a little bit. Just camp it up a little bit, and try to get them. Now as soon as you get them, depending on whether if they're going to be camping again at the same spot that they were. So technically you want to kill them right off their camping corners, and you want to go a step forward just a little bit. Like it's not like you want to push their spawns all in one, because they're going to be arriving at the time, and this is obviously going to go south. But if you can go ahead and, let's say if these guys are dead now, and you have just a split of a second to go ahead and move just a little bit towards their, I guess, spawn or something. So you don't want to go ahead and rush, like, into their spawn, but you want to just line it up into the middle of the game, into the middle of the map, not the game, but like the map. So that doesn't mean you shouldn't necessarily have to camp. Just play the smart. As you guys can see here, I'm behind this car. I mean, I didn't get it because I was snaking. I'm not really good at it, but that's something you can do. You can just go ahead and go into the middle of the map, and just kind of hide behind the corners and everything else. And if you can figure it out, this is gonna be helpful a lot, and especially with the games that are like people are just camping a lot. You stay in the middle of the map, gonna help you a lot for getting it right. So yeah, that's the first ever tip that I think a lot of people are missing. So you don't really want to rush it out, but at the same time you kind of want to camp at the same time. So alright, so the second tip that I think is also important and worth noting is that you have to notice spawns, especially in a game like Team Deathmatch, which I'm playing right now on this map. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, knowing the spawns is crucial. Doesn't matter what game mode or what map are you guys playing on, especially in Team Deathmatch, like I just said. But yeah, knowing the spawns is super important. But like, whether you want to rush, or you can make the decision whether you want to rush or not, or knowing that that these guys are gonna come after me, or maybe they are just not gonna come after me because this is not the spawn, this is not the place that they are coming to. So you can make a lot of decisions towards knowing whether you want to rush or not, based off of the spawns. So yeah, that's another very important thing that you guys have to I think know about, especially in Team Deathmatch. This is very important. If we're talking about a game like Domination, spawns are a little bit different. They won't be spawning out in different random corners every time, but within Team Deathmatch, I think it's really important to know exactly where they're gonna be at. Now, if you have the UAV, obviously it's gonna make it so much easier, but you typically don't really get a lot of UAVs, or maybe you do, I don't know. That's something you need to figure it out, but yeah, that's about it. Now, one thing that I kind of felt like is different in this game, especially, is that how the entire spawn works. Now, typically in other Call of Duties, especially in team deathmatch, you don't really, if you rush at people, and if you're relatively close to their spawns, you know they're not going to be there. But I feel like this is so different in this game mode, so that's something you probably should be aware of. Like, you're gonna rush at them, and you're like, okay, they're spawning in a different place, and that's obviously not the case in this game. They'll still be spawning in the same exact location, and if you are good, this is so much easier to spawn trap them, and you pretty much can spawn trap them at some point if you know they're not going to be spawning in another spawn point. So now, is this a good thing? I don't really know. I don't really love it, because back then you could have just rushed in. If you would have just rushed a little bit towards your spawn, there's at least one guy that wouldn't be spawning there. And I think you're like playing domination right now. While you're playing team, like if you're playing team deathmatch, it's like you're playing domination in this game. It's that different in terms of like how they're spawning at in this game. So especially in like one map that I again forgot the name of, Lighthouse. Like, I played many games and I literally didn't get one spawn flip in that game, in that map. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I think you need to pay attention to, is that as much as you want to like rush, as long as you're not absolutely in their spawn point, like literally where they spawning at, they're still gonna be there, you know. So you literally kill somebody, you stay right there, even though you're so much closer to their spawn, and you still can see them coming from the same spawn that you already just killed them from. So that's something that I thought you might want to know if you didn't know it already. And yeah, that's about it.